Is there a focus on communication and emotional intelligence? Ellen, how about I come to you first on that one?
Absolutely. Part of my course, this wasn't planned, but part of my course does talk about being emotional aware, having that emotional intelligence as well. Other ones as well. What was the other section other than emotional intelligence? You mentioned one more thing in the question.
Communication.
Oh, that's throughout. Communication. Definitely one example is leadership styles. Some of us, I mean, there are different leadership styles as we know, but not one is based on every specific scenario. So you have to read your room, be aware of your surroundings, the people that are there as well, and you can change it up. Even if you aren't a leader and you're a part of a team that you're listening to the leader, it's important that you're taking it all in. So when you have this content that's by people, when you're taking each course, you'll see the person actually wants to be there delivering the information to you. So you will feel that, I believe, because I did as a, not just the instructor, but we all went through each course. And I felt that when you mentioned Dr. Chambers, I got a kick out of some of the examples he was giving because it was from some 20 plus years in the industry. So he was telling you what actually happened and what you can do or what not to do. So you'll get a little bit of this in every course and a lot in certain ones.
Great. Tanya, anything to add there?
I just had a brain lapse for a second. It happens. So, I mean, I think a lot of what she said, just sampling the different courses. And I mean, I love, the communications and the emotional intelligence because I'm a big proponent of the power skills, and I think just understanding that. And I think it takes learning those skills absolutely takes real world application. But it's something that you can pick up and you can apply in your own life from other people's stories. And that's the great thing about inspiration and motivation from different teachers. We're in a position where we're able to positively influence other people's behaviors, to be more mindful, be more respectful. And as you said, Ellen, too, like a lot of times project managers suffer from the I have to do everything and I have to be there for everybody. And sometimes we forget that we need to prioritize ourselves and our self-care sometimes so that we can continue serving and being there for other people.
Absolutely.
Just on the communication point, I've heard communication's important for project managers. I don't know what you guys think, but I've heard it's a big part of the job. One thing that's really nice about Pura is you'll get sort of the communication styles of 25 to 30 people. And one of the best coaches I ever worked with taught me you'll take what your house gives you. And what he meant was you'll use your project management skills in a way that you're naturally attuned to. So the way I communicate isn't necessarily going to be as polished as Tanya, for example, or I might not have the lexicon and vocab that Ellen has. But I hope that you'll see there's a variety of approaches, styles and themes that you can draw on. And it's not to say that you'll naturally align with one person, but there's ideas and tricks and patterns that you can steal from everybody. And I think that that's the hallmark of a good PM. You're prepared to steal to improve your results.
Well, I can tell you motivated me a lot, even just on AI. I know your course isn't specifically on that, but just some of the different ways that you're utilizing AI very creatively, I think has a great influence. And I know there's several courses too that touch on AI in here. So that's such a broad subject, and it's so interesting to see how everybody is using it, whether for idea generation, avatars, or how they're using it to speed up their projects. Like even if it's, I'm in this industry, I need the top 50 risks for this specific industry, help me to prioritize these. And then you can take that list into a meeting with your stakeholders and kick in your communications to see which ones they think is a priority.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.